In many societies today, girls lack the opportunity to make strategic life choices. Girls all over the world lack equal opportunities to exercise their rights and to make their own choices and decisions in life. So what we mean by strategic life choices could be to decide to go to school or not, whom to marry and when, if and when to have children, and what career to pursue in life. However, strategic life choices can also be whether or not to use a condom, a decision that might not seem critical to your future, but that could dramatically change the way your future looks based on the consequences. When you are unable to make your own strategic life choices, you become limited in your agency, meaning your ability to act based on what is important to you and what you want. And you become limited in your opportunities to make informed decisions in the interest of your well-being. So decisions that are informed by knowledge about what improves your well-being. Basically, many girls lack these possibilities and therefore lack the possibility to shape their own future. First of all, prevailing structures and social norms in many local communities uphold gender inequality and allow for children to be valued and treated differently based on their gender. Social, political, and economic structures discriminate against girls through formal frameworks such as laws and regulations, but also through informal ones, such as local customs or social norms. These norms lead to that girls continue to face discrimination to a great extent, which are limiting girls' development and agency, access to their basic rights, and their future prospects. Any effort to change the current situation needs to address structural issues such as the social norms and attitudes that encourage inequalities. Prevailing structures and social norms in many local communities uphold gender inequality and allow for children to be valued and treated differently based on their gender. Social, political, and economic structures discriminate against girls through formal frameworks such as laws and regulations, but also through informal ones, such as local customs or social norms. These norms lead to that girls continue to face discrimination to a great extent, which is limiting girls' development and agency, their access to their basic rights and future prospects. So any effort to change this, to change the current situation, needs to address structural issues, such as the social norms and attitudes that encourage inequalities. Girls are disproportionately disadvantaged in health, education, work, and family life. The World Health Organization states that during puberty, social and gender norms can place restrictions on girls' physical mobility and access to information, which influences their self-esteem and health-related behavior. So girls often lack decision-making power in issues regarding their own health and well-being, which can become worse by physical, psychological, or sexual abuse. When girls are not encouraged to make decisions in the interest of their well-being, they might instead make decisions and adopt behaviors that are harmful for them, such as unsafe sex, drug and alcohol abuse, and even crime. Many girls lack access to education, in particular to sexuality education from a human rights-based perspective, as well as support structures with positive role models and safe spaces. There are also many girls lacking access to especially safe activities involving play and sports, which encourages children's development of cognitive and social skills, as well as habits that promote physical and mental well-being. So, while the context differs across countries and cultures, the root causes are the same. Structures and social norms upholding gender norms that discriminate against girls and limit their opportunities to exercise their rights and make strategic life choices. Since the root causes are more or less the same, we believe that strategies to address these issues can be implemented on a global scale, of course with adaptation to local contexts. We believe that we can address girls' lack of equal opportunities by providing safe spaces on the football field, where you as a leader and coach empower girls and facilitate conversations around topics that matter to their health and well-being, while also changing harmful norms and attitudes in your local community outside the football field. Together, we can enable girls to make their own strategic life choices and shape their own future, and be supported in their communities when doing so. Starting on the football field, but with an impact far outside the field.